It's the calm after the storm. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into Black Hills Energy Stadium, as tonight the Sasquatch will take on the Bison for the last time in 2026. After clinching the first seed in the in the ILB standings, and Justin putting up a historic 31 runs, a franchise record by 5. It was quite a night last night.
Yeah, it was. It's a night that you can feel good about. You also might feel a little bit weird about just the way that everything came to be. It's always good to win. And, we talked about it so much last night. It was so good to win in that fashion, and to win on fireworks night, in front of a good crowd, to bring it home in front of, Spearfish that has taken care of this team all summer long.
Well, Justin, they certainly provided the fireworks before the post-game show, which was a great one, I might add. 4 home runs, 28 hits, 13 extra base hits. They were in a groove from the first pitch to the final out. They put up 10 in the first inning, and the pitching staff was great too. No runs on 2 hits. Any way you can shape it, Justin, it was a perfect game on the perfect day to have that kind of night.
Yeah, it was. It was... Again, you said it. It was a perfect game on a perfect night. It started off hot. It cooled down. And, you could feel it from the guys that they just felt good about it. There was a certain amount of stress that just kind of was lifted after clinching, because now you really don't have to worry about this next week. There's no reason to take it off. You still need to go out and get your business done and keep in rhythm. Because baseball, it's so big about staying in that rhythm. So you can't just fall away this week and do nothing, because then you're going to come out flat for postseason.
So now priorities do shift. It's about staying healthy, yes, and giving guys rest. But as you mentioned, Justin, you can't just sit around and wait, because after the final day of the regular season on the 25th, you'll have a week off before the ILB final starts. So guys will be getting right, trying to stay in a good rhythm, keep the positive momentum rolling as we reach the end of the regular season. We're going to step aside here for a moment on the Spearfish Sasquatch pregame show, but more to come after the break.
Looking for the ultimate family getaway? Hart Ranch Camping Resort has you covered with endless activities and top-notch amenities where the destination is the vacation. Want to try before you buy? Experience Hart Ranch with our resort membership preview. Just $139.95 for 4 days and 3 nights of unforgettable RV camping. Love what you see? We have membership types available for the occasional camper to the every weekender. Call 605-737-5360 or visit hrresort.org to schedule your membership preview today.
We're all going somewhere. Going higher, faster, farther. Going in new directions, to new places. At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. We're dedicated to advanced orthopedic care with the latest innovations, technology, expertise, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner. Learn more at monument.health/orthopedics.
I'm Noah Westergaard, and I'm studying photography at Black Hills State. Being able to use what I learned in class to apply to actual things and not just a project for a grade, to have an actual purpose behind some stuff, I think it's pretty rewarding. The opportunities are there. I know that I'll be able to do whatever comes my way.
Your home for the newest games is at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. When you're looking for the latest and greatest games, the Lodge is the place for you as we are constantly updating our gaming floor with new and exciting games. There's always something fresh and new at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. Your home for the newest games.
I learned about the Black Hills Underground campus, where Black Hills has a partnership with SURF, an old gold mine that has been converted into a science lab almost a mile underground. We're studying neutrinos and looking for WIMPs or dark matter. Thinking about the most profound mysteries of the universe, you don't expect it to be a mile underground. It's super cool.
Welcome back here on the Spearfish Sasquatch pregame show. First pitch tonight, anticipated to come in the next 5 or so minutes. Let's take a look at tonight's starting pitchers, starting with the Spearfish Sasquatch, where it'll be Josh Carney who gets the pill. This will be his second start of the season. He came in relief in the doubleheader, which the Sasquatch have put in their rearview mirror. For him, he'd like to do the same. It was his worst outing of the year. He allowed 6 runs, 5 of those earned in just 2 innings. Justin, what does he need to do to turn the corner today?
You know, it's going to be working ahead, keeping the walk totals low. It's a little bit over 1 walk per inning. You want that to be less than a walk per inning. You don't want to give up a walk every single time you touch the mound. So working ahead in counts. Just go attack, guys. You're playing with house money now. It's all done. The standings don't matter to you anymore. Just go get outs. That's all you have to do.
And looking at that last outing, he threw a season-high 59 pitches. They would have liked him to get a little more length. With the bullpen so depleted here, with some guys not currently with the team, with the standings the way they are, I think you can expect Carney to maybe get 3 innings tonight, which we haven't seen yet this season.
Yeah, there's a lot of opportunities to get innings. And, Carney's going to be a guy that they're going to push.
Well, we're going to step aside here for the national anthem at Black Hills Energy Stadium, but don't go anywhere. Lineups, first pitch in baseball after the break.
I think it's really cool going into Highmark because I am always greeted by people who know me.
That's what I like about it. It's like I walk up and they go, "Hey, how are you doing today?" And they're just so friendly and nice.
Highmark has really helped our business.
With Highmark, they made it easy.
I know that I'm going to get the service that I deserve and that I'm looking for.
Highmark can handle anything you need.
Highmark Credit Union has made it happen.
We're proud to be members of Highmark Credit Union.
They make it happen.
Thinking knee replacement? With the area's only ROSA robot, Monument Health offers a more personalized and precise procedure, customized for your anatomy. Get going with Monument Health, your partner for advanced orthopedic care.
When you venture to Spearfish in the Black Hills of South Dakota, you'll find rugged hiking and biking trails, extreme rock climbs, and views that will take your breath away. Plan a Spearfish vacation and come find your adventure. Spearfish, my great place in South Dakota.
Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. With advanced orthopedic care, technology, innovations, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner.
Back here, first pitch in just a few moments as Josh Carney makes his warm-up tosses on the season. This will be his 10th appearance, second start. In 11 innings, he has a 7.36 ERA. As Justin mentioned, the walks have been a bit of a problem, a 2.18 whip. Great strikeout stuff, 13 Ks, but 12 walks. He's walking right around a quarter of the batters he's facing. That's the one thing which he really would like to clean up here today, because otherwise he's been tremendous on the mound.
Yeah, and he's got the stuff. You know, it's the story of every pitcher on the Squatch roster. They've got the stuff, but it's the command. You know, it's just throwing strikes early in the count. You know, and that's not something that's hard to fix. You know, that's something that's why they're here. That's why pitchers are here in Spearfish getting reps this summer to, you know, improve on that command, develop that third pitch. You know, and keep moving up the ladder of college baseball. All these guys can throw.
He'll be going up against a Bison lineup, which mustered just 2 hits last night. Leading off, it's Harrison Simpson. In the 2 spot, it's Anthony DeLuca. Batting third at shortstop today, that is Nate Evans. In the cleanup spot, at catcher today, it's Cam Hagenson. Batting 5th at third, it's Vinny Nielsen. John Perry is the designated hitter, batting 6th. Cade Steffen is the first baseman, batting 7th. Adam White in right field, hitting 8th. And rounding out the order, it's Martin Restrepo. First pitch, fastball. It's the outer half for strike 1, and we are underway here this evening. First pitch at 6:06 local time. Now 0-2 as there's a wave and a miss.
On my way to the field today, or as I was getting ready to come to the field today, I didn't know if we were going to play.
Some rain came through the area, but it didn't hit the ballpark.
We got maybe a sprinkle out here. I mean, more in the, you know, the middle and the southern half of Spearfish got, you know, a 1/4 inch or more of rain in about 20 minutes.
That's cranked into left field from Simpson. Going back on it is Martin. That's down for a base hit. He'll cut it off before it gets to the warning track, but that'll be an easy lead-off double for Harrison Simpson. After collecting no extra base hits last night, the Bison have started tonight with a 2-bagger.
Got a pitch on the inner half that he could get his hands to. And he went straight through it. Caught a barrel and with some authority sent it out to left field.
Here comes Anthony DeLuca. First pitch gets by the catcher Aragon. Moving up to third is Simpson. Looking around the defense for the Sasquatch, Kendrick Aragon behind the plate, Zach Perro at first, Jed Hutchinson man second. Dominic Torres returns to the lineup for the first time in a month. He's at short, Malachi Lopez at third, and the outfield from left to right, Jackson Martin, Garrett Houston, and Bobo Ayandoli. On 1-0, DeLuca takes outside. He's hitting .240 on the season, .824 OPS. There's a swing and a miss, 2-1.
That's a good pitch to get back in the strike column after giving up an early extra base hit. And you got a swing and miss.
2-1. That's chopped out to third. The run will score. Lopez gets the out at first. But 2 batters in, the Bison have put a run on the board, something they failed to do last night. They lead 1-0.
Yeah, a 2-hit shutout last night. So scoring a run in the first, that's a big deal. And that's big for the confidence. Because it never feels good to get shut out. It never feels good to only get 2 hits, and it certainly doesn't feel good when you lose by 31 runs.
That I can attest to. As here's Nate Evans. He swings and misses through strike 1, starting at shortstop tonight. Had the day off yesterday, but went 1 for 5 with a double in the first game of the series.
Now, I know I know of the double, I've really liked the swing and miss pitches here in the first. They've looked great. The Bison are taking big hacks, but they're still coming up empty on most of the swings. That's big for Kearney.
With Kearney, it's not a question of stuff. You can get swings and misses. It's an issue of command and control. Command of the strike zone and controlling where his pitches go. You can fill up the strike zone and still have bad command if you're leaving your pitches over the plate. That's what we saw with Harrison Simpson. As the 1-2 misses in the dirt, 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Evans.
So we've had a couple of waste pitches. Not bad at all, especially in an 0-2 count. You know, that's where you go try to get the swing and miss. Now we're up to even. This is going to be more of a challenge. It might still be kind of on the edge. It might be a nibble, but it's going to be more of a challenge.
Kearney's 2-2. High pop, right side. On the outfield grass, Hutchinson is called off by Iandoli, who puts it away for the second out.
And there it was. Challenge pitch, and he got him.
In an 0-2, 1-2 count, you'd really rather see that pitch in the dirt than a breaking ball, which is in the strike zone, especially one over the middle of the plate. So here comes Cam Hagenson. He's catching tonight. He can play all over the diamond. He takes strike 1. He also had last night off at the plate. Went 2 for 5 with a double. Quickly behind 0-2.
That's a great pitch. In that count, it's probably not what Higginson's looking for.
The 0-2 from Kearney. Check swing. Did he go? There's no appeal made. Count 1-2. Higginson has arguably been the best hitter for the Bison. Part-time volleyball player, full-time baseball player, hitting .438 this season. As he takes a heater outside, count evens up 2-2.
We ran into him last night, and he was very impressed that we knew that he's played college volleyball.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The Bison do strike for a run on 1 hit, but that's all they can get. Josh Kearney through 1 inning. Sasquatch coming to bat, down 1-0.
Your home for the newest games is at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. When you're looking for the latest and greatest games, the Lodge is the place for you as we are constantly updating our gaming floor with new and exciting games. There's always something fresh and new at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. Your home for the newest games.
My name is Leighton Schnell, and I'm majoring in biology and getting a minor in chemistry on a pre-dental track. It's a great community. Everybody has your back. You will gain so many more opportunities than you even thought possible. Being a part of BH in a small community, you have more ties and connections with students and advisors. Being able to have those gives you a pathway to more opportunities.
Looking for the ultimate family getaway? Hart Ranch Camping Resort has you covered with endless activities and top-notch amenities where the destination is the vacation. Want to try before you buy? Experience Hart Ranch with our resort membership preview. Just $139.95 for 4 days and 3 nights of unforgettable RV camping. Love what you see? We have membership types available for the occasional camper to the every weekender. Call 605-737-5360 or visit hrresort.org to schedule your membership preview today.
Welcome back here, bottom of the first inning at Black Hills Energy Stadium. Let's take a look at the lineup tonight for the Spearfish Sasquatch after putting up 31 runs on 28 hits yesterday. Leading off once again in right field, it's Bobo Iandoli. Malachi Lopez is at the hot corner hitting second. Jet Hutchinson wasn't in the lineup yesterday. Today he's hitting third at second. Elijah Wyatt is the DH batting fourth. Zach Perro at first base hitting 5th. Jackson Martin in left field in the 6th spot. 7 through 9, it's Kendrick Aragon, Garrett Houston, and the newly returning Dominic Torres. It's Ethan McLaughlin on the mound this evening for the Bison. He's had a tough time against the Sasquatch this season. His first pitch is upstairs, 1-0.
Let's talk Hitman. Mine's in the box right now.
And I will be taking Malachi Lopez. Let's go back to back.
Yeah, we went back to back last night. It worked really well for the Squatch. Worked really well for us. Right back to it.
1-0 pitch. High pop on the infield. Cam under it is Vinny Nielsen at third. 1 down. It's a quick first out for Ethan McLaughlin, who hasn't had a lot of those here in Spearfish. He's pitched for both the Bison and the Aviators this summer. In 11 1/3 innings against the Squatch, 26 earned runs. He has not had a good time pitching here. On the 8th, went 4 1/3, allowed 7 earned runs and 11 hits. They'll try to buck that trend tonight. It's the Bison's last time facing the Squatch as Malachi Lopez squares to bunt and cannot connect. 0-1. Lopez had a ton of plate appearances last night, but the final line just 2 for 2. Walked twice, had 2 sacrifice flies, throwing a triple there too. It's here on 0-1. Ducks out of the way.
It's not many times that you get to walk up to the plate 7 times in a game.
Especially in a 7-inning ball game where the Squatch only got to hit 6 times.
Yeah, my scorebook last night looked a little funny.
Completely filled out.
I've never seen that many filled squares.
Lopez has been filling out the stat sheet this year. With a triple last night, up to 5. That's the most on the team. He's also driven in 37 runs. Such a great guy at the top of the lineup. Here he's ahead 3-1. Also been taking his walks. 4 of them in the last 2 games. Staying patient. Teams, frankly, don't really want to pitch to him at this point with the way he swung the bat.
And the hard part about not pitching to Malachi is he's usually followed in the lineup by guys that you also don't want to pitch to.
Well, here he's got another walk. Staying patient at the plate. He's second on the team with 9 stolen bases, so could be a threat to run here. As here comes Jet Hutchinson. Didn't play yesterday, but went 1 for 4 with a walk in the first game of this 3-game set against Bison baseball. First pitch is in there for strike 1. Tomorrow is a much-needed off day for the Bison, who started their season on July 5th and have played every single day since then. This is their 14th straight night with a ball game. But they've got just 1 day off, and then they're back at it with 6 more. On 0-1, Hutchinson grounds one foul outside first. Nice stab over there by first base coach Matt Gonzalez. This is only Jet's 3rd game of the year. In 8 plate appearances, hitting .286. The Regina, Saskatchewan native swings and sends a deep drive into right field. Back on the track is White. He jumps and makes the catch in front of the wall. Lopez is tagging for second. He'll make it without a play. Jet Hutchinson gave it a ride, but just didn't have enough to put it over the fence.
I liked the swing. It was loud contact. And the wind has actually kind of died down out here during batting practice. Balls were getting held up going out to left field. That wind has settled. couldn't quite sneak out of Black Hills Energy Stadium.
With 2 outs and Malachi Lopez at second, Elijah Wyatt steps to the plate. Takes the first pitch low and inside. With a 4-for-6 day yesterday, he's now 9 for his last 14 at the plate. Nothing but line drives from the catcher, who gets half a night off of his feet today. There's a line drive. That's sliced down the right field line. White can't get there. Couple hops in front of him. Scoring from second is Lopez. Wyatt will trade places with an RBI double. We're tied up once again. It's 1-1.
Hard to stay in front of the Squatch for long, especially when they're putting good swings on it.
It's the first extra base hit of the year for Wyatt. It brings Zach Perro to the plate. He's been an RBI machine, driven in 7 runs in this 2-game homestand. 9 ribbies on the year. Chance to do some damage. McLaughlin's first pitch, breaking ball up over Perro's head. Scampering over to third is Wyatt.
We learned something about Perro yesterday.
Yes.
He's one of our own. He's one of us.
He's pursuing broadcasting at school. We'll have him up here at some point this week. Obviously, tonight not the night with him in the starting lineup. But we were very excited to learn that about him. On 1-0, takes a slider outside.
He's certainly he's got the mind for it. He's very analytical about it. Understands the game both on the field
and from the booth. There's a strike on the outer half. He also has to come to the plate today using a different bat than the one he's done damage with the last couple days. He shattered his bat in batting practice, and it wasn't a pitch he got jammed on. He hit it on the barrel, it just snapped.
That's devastating.
He said he's had that bat for a couple years, but now he's working with something new. And he's ahead. 3 balls and a strike. Jackson Martin on deck.
It's the only thing about hitting with wood bats is every single one of them has an expiration date. And the tough part about it is they don't come printed on the barrel.
Nope.
You don't know when that expiration date is.
It could be 1 at bat, or it could be a couple of years. You're on 3-1. That's grounded foul outside of third. On the season, Perro is hitting .318 and .939 OPS. He hit a home run. It was a crucial one last night to extend the lead to 31. That was his first of the summer after hitting 18 this spring. You can expect more where that came from in the last 7 games and some change. McLaughlin's payoff hits Perro on the shoulder. He'll take his base.
That might leave a mark, just like a hailstorm might do to your home this summer. If you're in need of an estimate or repair after a storm, contact our proud sponsors.
Now runners on the corners now with 2 down for Jackson Martin. Martin went 2 for 4 in the first game of this series. It was his first time suiting up here at home. Looking for his first RBI on the year. Laughlin's first pitch flips the inside corner, strike 1. He hit what I think we both thought was a home run in that first game. He cranked a ball to right field. It just
100%.
died at the warning track. That was probably the worst that the ball has traveled all year. It was a tough night for long balls.
Even though Malachi Lopez has tried to best it.
Now 1-1. Yeah, we were actually talking about that with Malachi Lopez last night. A ball he hit a couple weeks ago which everyone in the stadium thought was 50 feet over the fence.
Came up like 2 feet short.
We saw it again here in the first inning. Jed Hutchinson got very good wood on that ball that was caught at the wall. McLaughlin's 1-1. That's high in the sky. Foul territory outside of first towards the camera. But that will go into the Sasquatch bullpen 1-2.
We're all going.
One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the first. Ethan McLaughlin versus Jackson Martin. McLaughlin trying to work a 1-run first. 1-run innings have been hard for him to come by so far. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. He's got it. Leaves runners stranded at the corners. Squatch strike for 1 run, but that's all they get. We move to the second inning. It's a 1-1 ball game.
Somewhere, going higher, faster, farther, going in new directions, to new places. At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. We're dedicated to advanced orthopedic care with the latest innovations, technology, expertise, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner. Learn more at monument.health/orthopedics.
I'm Noah Westergaard, and I'm studying photography at Black Hills State. Being able to use what I learned in class to apply to actual things and not just a project for a grade, to have an actual purpose behind some stuff, I think it's pretty rewarding. The opportunities are there. I know that I'll be able to do whatever comes my way.
5, 6, and 7 due up for the Bison here in the top of the second inning. Harrison Simpson hit a leadoff double and came around to score in the first against Josh Carney. First pitch of the second, foul ball. Carney threw 59 pitches on the 14th against the Zap. He hadn't gone more than 47 in an outing. So remains to be seen if they're trying to stretch him out here. Right now, just a couple starters active. That was a nice breaking ball. Moves the count to 0-2. They've been pushing guys, seeing how much they can get out of them. Carver Partlow had his longest outing of the year a couple days ago. Coulter Wilson with back-to-back starts. Now 1-2 on Nielsen.
That's a good breaking ball. It didn't get anything from Nielsen. Still a good-looking pitch.
Vinny Nielsen has 1 of 2 home runs this year for the Bison. No PS, up over 1,000. And a 1-2 count. Leaves a fastball up above the letters. Went 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout yesterday. Two. Just misses. Nielsen again holding up on a check swing.
Fans, it's another high mark payoff pitch.
That's 3 in a row.
Just can't get him to bite. Let's see what Carney goes to on the payoff. It's a breaking ball, and it misses for ball 4. So Nielsen works a leadoff walk. It's the first walk issued by Carney here tonight. As here is John Perry. Usually a catcher, tonight at DH. In game 1 on Thursday, drove in 3 runs as he went 0 for 2. Swings at the first pitch, sends it back up the middle into center for a base hit. Nielsen will stop at second. But the Bison are threatening here. 2 runners on, nobody out.
Something with eyes right back up the middle. Good timing. He's got on top of it. But a little bit of topspin will take it a long way through the infield.
Let's see if Cade Steffen will square to bunt here. Runners on first and second, nobody out. He's 0 for his last 12.
Lopez is moving in.
Not bunting. Swings and misses through the first pitch. The 0-1. Missed outside. They throw behind the runner at first. And they got him. John Perry caught taking an overly aggressive secondary lead. He's cut down for the first out.
Any way you can get him.
I think that has to be the worst feeling as a base runner by
100%.
far.
Yep.
So don't expect a bunt now. Pitch from Carney. Misses low. 2 balls and a strike. That's grounded to short. Torres has it. There's the second out. For Dom Torres, he hasn't played since June 17th. He got hit by a pitch on the wrist. That's kept him out for quite a while. When he was playing every day, he was at third base. But he's such a great athlete. There was no question that he'd be smooth at shortstop.
Not at all. He's a Gold Glove defender, literally. Citrus College this year won the award, Rawlings Gold Glove.
Yep.
We saw it today in batting practice.
He made a spectacular play, jumped way up in the air on a line drive from Malachi Lopez. First pitch here is popped up down the left field line from Adam White in foul territory, but Lopez has room, and that will retire the side. The Bison get the first 2 runners on base, but go down scoreless thanks to the back pick from Kendrick Aragon. Only 1 runner left on base. Tie ball game as we go bottom 2.
Your home for the newest games is at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. When you're looking for the latest and greatest games, the Lodge is the place for you as we are constantly updating our gaming floor with new and exciting games. There's always something fresh and new at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. Your home for the newest games.
I learned about the Black Hills Underground campus where Black Hills has a partnership with Surf. an old gold mine that has been converted into a science lab almost a mile underground. We're studying neutrinos and looking for WIMPs or dark matter. Thinking about the most profound mysteries of the universe, you don't expect it to be a mile underground. It's super cool.
Bottom two here at Black Hills Energy Stadium. 1-1 ball game for the Sasquatch. It'll be Kendrick Aragon to lead off. Catching tonight after getting the day off yesterday. On the year, hitting .319 and .909 OPS. 3 homers and 19 ribbies. Swings at the first pitch, nubs it back past McLaughlin. Over at second, DeLuca throws, but he can't get it out of his glove, actually. It's an infield single for Kendrick Aragon. Leadoff man aboard.
You know, Aragon, not the slowest guy on the team by any means. Probably isn't going to pick up a ton of hits like that. Feels kind of good.
Things have been going very well for Garrett Houston at the plate recently. He's 7 for his last 7. A home run and 2 doubles in that time frame. He takes the first pitch, breaking ball outside. That's the exclamation mark on a recent trend. The Sasquatch have won 3 straight games, and a big reason for that has been their new guys, who are 34 for 55 over that span. There's a high chop to third, backing up is Nielsen. They'll get the out at second, but Houston far too fast for the double play. So he's retired on a play outside of a sacrifice for the first time in 4 days. As for the first time since June 17th, Dominic Torres is at the plate. When he left, he was hitting .310 with an .816 OPS. First pitch he sees is a breaking ball outside. He's got a great eye at the plate, a .431 on base percentage. One 0. Now 2-0 as that's upstairs. Also a testament to Dom Torres' speed, Justin. He's missed a month of time. He's still first on the team in stolen bases. He's got 11. Malachi Lopez is starting to breathe down his neck with 9. There's a strike. It's 2-1.
I have a feeling if he gets on tonight, he'll be taken off.
Yeah, you better believe he's been itching to steal a base. We saw him pitch last night. He'd been waiting a long time to get to do that. Now 2-2 is the fastball. It's the low and outside portion of the plate. Bobo Iandoli is on deck. McLaughlin's 2-2. Torres squares to bunt. It gets away from the catcher Hagenson. Houston advances to second. A 2-strike bunt. You think we see another one?
You never know. I mean, Torres, slick with it. Can bunt. We could see anything.
The payoff pitch. Torres bunting again, and he gets it down. McLaughlin off the mound. His throw's offline. Goes into right field. Houston will score. Dom Torres moves up to second base. He's fired up about it. Sasquatch take the lead 2-1.
You ever see a 2-strike bunt? I mean, it's an error on the board, so it won't be an RBI, unfortunately. Which I think that's the right call there. I know Dom's fast, so it's a difficult play, but that's still, that's a throw you should make.
It probably is a play that should be made. Now he's at second. Let's see if he takes off for third. Certainly has the speed to do it. Bobo Iandoli up. Takes a fastball inner half, 0-1.
As a defense, you are not ready for a bunt with 2 strikes.
Especially when he pulled that very late. And
he's a bunt for hit guy.
Got a great pitch to bunt, too. The 0-1. It's way outside. Hagenson corrals it, keeping Torres in check at second base. Last night, Bobo finally got rewarded for a great day at the plate. Went 3 for 5, walked, drove in 3 runs. He's just been killing the ball lately, hitting it straight at guys for the most part. That hits him on the elbow. So runners on first and second with 1 down.
Sasquatch number 2.
Runners first and second, 1 out. 2 guys with some pretty good speed. Lopez he's got good bat control. You see a double steal?
I don't hate it, especially with 1 out.
Yeah.
You don't want to make the first or third out of the inning at third base. Not that you want an out on the base paths, but for the second out, it's more worth the gamble.
Corners are in.
Lopez has the first pitch fastball go straight over his head. He ducks out of the way.
I find it a little bit interesting that the corners are in. I mean, they're not in all the way. They're still in the cutouts.
Especially with 1 out.
Yeah, with 1 out, there isn't a runner at third. I'm not quite sure what the idea is there.
Malachi Lopez, you're going to have a hard time giving him a bunt sign. So there's just swing and a miss. Not in the sense that he'd have trouble laying down a good one, but his bat is so good, you don't really want to give up an out with him at the plate. No less the second out of the inning. On 1-1, he flares one foul.
It's double play depth up the middle, which makes sense here.
Brought to you by State Farm agent Jody Garcia.
Lopez walked in the first. One, two. Upstairs. Torres at second. Iandoli at first. On 2-2, Lopez takes slow and outside.
This half pitch is brought to you by Highmark Credit Union.
Count is full to the Sasquatch third baseman. Jet Hutchinson is on deck. 1 run already home in the inning for Spearfish. The 3-2. Lined out to second base, but caught by DeLuca. They flipped behind Torres, but he was back in time. Second out of the inning.
It's a tough break for Lopez. Put something on the line, but don't come away with anything.
Especially with DeLuca in double play depth. If he's straight up, that ball probably gets through into center field. Jet Hutchinson swings at the first pitch and fouls it behind home plate. He's got a chance for his first ribby of the year. A very small sample size, of course. He went 2 for 18 this spring at Mayville State, NAIA in North Dakota. Count even at 1-1. And Mayville State has been a juggernaut. 23 conference championships in school history. That's not too bad. Very well respected NAIA program. Hutchinson joining the team for the late season push. Here he is ahead, 2 balls and a strike. McLaughlin steps up for the 2-1 offering. He's constantly been working with runners on base this year. A 4.69 whip coming into today as a Bison. In those situations, you always see hitters get the leg up. That's grounded to first. Backing up is Stefan, flips to the bag in time. 2 retire the side. Sasquatch tack on 1 run, they take the lead. We go to the third, it's a 2-1 ball game.
I think it's really cool going into Highmark because I am always greeted by people who know me.
That's what I like about it. It's like I walk up and they go, hey, how are you doing today? And they're just so friendly and nice.
Highmark has really helped our business.
With Highmark, they made it easy.
I know that I'm going to get the service that I deserve and that I'm looking for.
Highmark can handle anything you need.
Highmark Credit Union has made it happen.
We're proud to be members of Highmark Credit Union.
They make it happen.
Thinking knee replacement? With the area's only ROSA robot, Monument Health offers a more personalized and precise procedure, customized for your anatomy. Get going with Monument Health, your partner for advanced orthopedic care.
When you venture to Spearfish in the Black Hills of South Dakota, you'll find rugged hiking and biking trails, extreme rock climbs, and views that will take your breath away. Plan a Spearfish vacation and come find your adventure. Spearfish, my great place in South Dakota.
Josh Carney making a bid for his longest appearance of the season. He returns for the 3rd inning. Throwing just 30 pitches thus far. He has not gone more than 2 innings so far this year, and he's only done that twice. For the most part, he's been a 1-inning guy. But late in the year, they're testing his limits. He'll face Martin Restrepo to lead off here in the 3rd. First pitch is cut on and missed, 0-1. Restrepo is 8 for his last 22 at the plate with some power. 4 extra base hits. He's driven in 6 runs. From Medellin, Colombia. He had 2 hits in game 1 of this series to keep that hot streak going. Did not play yesterday. There's a big cut and a miss, 1-2.
Big cut's an understatement. He let it eat.
Trying to keep the power surge alive. There's a swing and a miss. Strike 3 from Carney. Pitch in the dirt, so Aragon records the 1-2-3 put out at first. One away.
Now batting for the Bison Baseball Club and number 1, center fielder, Harrison Simpson.
Harrison Simpson smacked a double to left field. Jump-started the Bison offense. He came around to score. That's the only run they've scratched across so far. What to know as he takes the first pitch fastball outside. He doesn't have a lot of extra base hits this season, but it's a couple times now where he's made some very loud contact to lead off games here at Black Hills Energy Stadium. He hit 7 home runs this season at Kentucky Christian in the spring, so there is power in that bat. It's always a matter of how much power do you have? Is it enough to translate from the metal bat to the wood bat? Ahead, 3 balls and no strikes. Because with a guy like Simpson, who's on the smaller side, he's got more game power than raw power. He smokes another one to left, showing off that pop. Martin is on his way back. And goodbye. Harrison Simpson having a day. 2 extra base hits. It's only the 3rd. Well, there's that game power being put on display. If you can pull fly balls, you don't need to be the biggest guy on earth to hit a home run. He showed it right there.
Yeah, just put it up into the air. No wind to take on tonight.
There's strike 1 to Anthony DeLuca. RBI ground out in the first. There he swings and misses quickly behind 0-2.
For Kearney now, it's a new inning. It's a short inning too. You've got 1 out. Bases are empty. You have to come out, pitch like it's a new inning.
You can live with the solo homer. It's about what you do after you give up the long ball.
It's really difficult to beat the Squatch on 2 runs. There's no need to worry.
There's a called strike 3. Kearney paints the outer black. 3rd strikeout for him today. 2 down in the 3rd inning.
Number 18, Nate Evans.
2 outs, nobody on base here for Nate Evans. Flew out to Bobo Iandoli in the 1st inning. There's a fly ball into right center field. Houston on his horse, going back. It's up off the wall. He plays it on a hop. Going for 3rd is Evans, but no, he stops out at 2nd. Just an aggressive turn. Houston got it in pretty quick. Some loud sounds off the bat for the Bison here in the 3rd. Runner in scoring position with 2 down.
It's 3 extra base hits now. All from 1 and 2. No 1 and 3 in the order.
And 2 of them here in this 3rd inning. Second time Josh Kearney goes through this lineup. He usually only faces an order once, as Cam Hagenson takes strike 1. Hagenson struck out in the 1st inning. There's a liner, hitting off the glove of Perro into right field. Coming around 3rd is Evans. He will score easily. It's a ribby single from Cam Hagenson. The Bison have put 2 on the board in the top of the 3rd as they take a 3-2 lead.
Now batting for the Bison, number 5, Vinny Nielsen.
It's a different task for a reliever to face a lineup twice. Usually they throw the whole kitchen sink. So they're only giving you an inning or 2, but Josh Kearney being stretched out today. After seeing him once, the Bison have made the adjustment. Vinnie Nielsen ahead 1-0. Now 2-0 as that fastball misses off the plate away. Carney throws over to first. Higginson dives back safely. You have to figure the Bison can feel that they finally have an off day tomorrow. Three and 0 on Vinnie Nielsen, who's already walked once today. John Perry is on deck. Carney's pitch is inside for ball 4. Second walk for Nielsen. Higginson advances to second as pitching coach Brian McBroom goes out to the mound to talk with Carney.
Specialty and surgical centers and over 40 clinics. Monument Health is here to make a difference and to help you.
Do you think this is a case where after that loud contact, the homer followed by the double, Carney's been shaken out of the strike zone a bit?
Yeah, maybe, you might feel like you have to, really nibble, really work on the outer edges of the strike zone. And when you think about that a little too much, you can lose your command. You can lose that feel for the strike zone that you had. But you can get it back just as easily. Coach McBroom, he's a mental guy. He's the perfect guy to go out there, get his guy back in the strike zone, and get the bats back in to get rid of that deficit.
There's nobody throwing in the Sasquatch bullpen.
Number 13, a designated hitter, John Perry.
First pitch to John Perry. This is outside. Carney at 45 pitches. So even with some damage here in the third, working efficiently. That misses now 6 straight balls. Two-0. That's outside. Now 7 straight outside the strike zone. A pitch away from loading the bases. Carney actually at 51. Within 10 of his season high. You wonder if he loses Perry if some action gets going. There's a grounder to short. We won't find out. Torres throws him out to retire the side. The Bison strike for 2 runs on 3 hits, a homer and a double. Headline the inning. They have a lead, 3-2, as we move to the bottom of the 3rd inning here on Spearfish Sasquatch Live.
At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. With advanced orthopedic care, technology, innovations, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner.
Your home for the newest games is at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. When you're looking for the latest and greatest games, the Lodge is the place for you as we are constantly updating our gaming floor with new and exciting games. There's always something fresh and new at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. Your home for the newest games.
My name is Leighton Schnell, and I'm majoring in biology and getting a minor in chemistry on a pre-dental track. It's a great community. Everybody has your back. You will gain so many more opportunities than you even thought possible. Being a part of BH in a small community, you have more ties and connections with students and advisors. Being able to have those gives you a pathway to more opportunities.
Looking for the ultimate family getaway? Hart Ranch Camping Resort has you covered with endless activities and top-notch amenities where the destination is the vacation. Want to try before you buy? Experience Hart Ranch with our resort membership preview. Just $139.95 for 4 days and 3 nights of unforgettable RV camping. Love what you see? We have membership types available for the occasional camper to the every weekender. Call 605-737-5360 or visit hrresort.org to schedule your membership preview today.
Elijah Wyatt will lead off in the bottom of the third. 4, 5, and 6 for the Squatch. That's fouled away, 0-1.
Remember to take your foul ball to the concession stand and get a Squatch buck. Brought to you by State Farm agent Jody Garcia.
Wyatt hit a double down the right field line, which scored a run in the first. Red hot at the plate. Average just below 500 on the season now after starting 0 for 6. That's upstairs, so make it 1-1. Spearfish has scored 88 runs in 5 games against the Bison coming into tonight. There's a tapper foul. 1-2. Sam Kwapnoski is warming up in the Sasquatch bullpen. Fresh off a 5 for 5 day with 4 extra base hits and 8 RBIs. He's ready to come in and pitch. Doing his best Shohei Ohtani impression.
No rest for the wicked. No rest for the Shohei.
There's a roller out to third, but foul. You can expect to see a lot more position players throwing. We saw Dom Torres, Malachi Lopez pitch last night. Quap in today. Zach Perro very well could throw as well. And then after that, who knows? 1-2. It's outside. There just aren't a lot of pitchers who are healthy, ready to go at this point in the season. With things clinched, you don't want to overwork anybody. Wyatt hits a grounder out to short on a backhand. Evans fumbles, throws it off Wyatt. He reaches on an E6.
It's one way to get there.
Zach Perro was hit by a pitch in the first inning. While many of the Sasquatch hitters have seen McLaughlin plenty, that was the first time these two have locked horns. In the third inning, McLaughlin's first pitch, hot shot outside of third, foul. It wasn't foul by much, but it's strike one regardless. One and one. Gets far enough away from Hagenson that Wyatt, with some good base running, takes second. 1-1. High and inside with an off-speed pitch. Like any good off day, like any good day after you clinch the playoffs, some mainstays out of the Sasquatch lineup tonight. Grant Summers, Sam Kwapnowski, Wilson Kiefer, Crew Moeller, Braden Smith. Although, we're probably going to see Kwap here in the 4th on the mound. Now 3-1 on Pero as that misses inside. It's one of the things I look forward to most. Watching the Yankees, the game after they clinch, you see a lineup. And that makes you double take sometimes. 3-1 is low for ball 4. Pero is on for the 2nd time today.
Now batting for the Sasquatch, number 33, Jackson Martin.
And here's Jackson Martin. Potential bunt situation, runners on 1st and 2nd, nobody out. Martin struck out to end the 1st inning. He does square, gets it down in fair territory. Nielsen throws him out. But it's a successful sacrifice. Now wide at 3rd, Pero at 2nd base with 1 out in the inning.
Now batting for the Sasquatch,
And it brings Kendrick Aragon to the plate.
Here we go.
He's played sparingly in the last week as they try to give him a reset. It was just him and Lawson Ward at the beginning of the year. And Lawson Ward and Noah Batanco left. There's strike 1. Especially a catcher, you can't overcook him. Those 6 days off from the final day of the regular season to the start of the final are definitely going to help some guys who have been banged up. That's cranked into left field and deep. Restrepo is over there, but that's down. 3 hops to the wall. Wyatt scores, Pero right behind him. It's a 2 RBI double for Kendrick Aragon. Sasquatch have reclaimed the lead. It's 4-3.
It's got to feel good for Kendrick. Getting some time off, but out there, a double down the line.
Garrett Houston reached on a fielder's choice and came around to score his last time up. Chance to drive in a run here. Already 2 runs home for the Squatch. Takes a fastball for a first pitch strike. It's still perplexing to me that he was hit almost 14% of the time he came to the plate at Highland College this year. There's a hot shot to shortstop. Diving stop by Evans. He gets to his feet, does not make a throw. Good decision. Houston would have beat it out. It's an infield single. Potentially saves a run.
Now batting for the Sasquatch, number 5.
Now 1st and 2nd, 1 out for Dom Torres. We don't understand why Garrett Houston gets hit so much. He doesn't either. He said, honestly, I don't know. Corners are in on the grass, expecting a bunt here from Torres. He squares, pulls back. Breaking ball is above the letters, 1-0. He laid down a bunt and reached on a throwing error from Ethan McLaughlin in the 2nd. in his first game back from injury. Squaring again, pulls back. That's in the zone. Count evens 1-1. Should say first game back from injury in the field, what he normally does. A pitching appearance last night. Plenty of times he's gotten hot in the bullpen in the last couple weeks. And he's going to square here early. Runner goes for third. They pull back, no one covering. Houston was hung up. He dives back to first as the ball gets away from Steffen. That allows Aragon to score. Houston's chugging for 3. The throw there is stopped by Nielsen, but a run scores. Garrett Houston picks up an extra 2 bases. That worked like a charm. Dom Torres squaring to bunt early, so Nielsen would crash in, leaving third base open. A stolen base for Aragon. He advances on a wild throw. Garrett Houston takes 2 bases. The infield will come in for the Bison. I don't think the bunt sign's going away here.
I don't think so either.
Two and one, it's down. But the pitch is upstairs. 3 balls and a strike to Torres. Bobo Iandoli's on deck. Did it throw you off as a pitcher when the batter would square to bunt very early?
Yeah, it kind of interrupts your sight line. You know, a lot of guys like to pick a spot that they look at. Can get in your way.
Not bunting there. Dom Torres takes strike 2.
Pitch is brought to you by Highmark Credit Union. Do you know if your account is paying you like it should? Highmark has
Count is full.
6.05% interest on checking accounts, and that's good.
We'll see if he throws it back down. He does square to bunt, and he gets it down in front of home plate. They flip to home. McLaughlin can't get him. Safety squeeze works like a charm. The 4th run of the inning comes home for the Sasquatch as they now lead 6-3.
Torres does it again, and he gets an RBI that time. It was an error last time he reached on a bunt. Not this time. That's a bunt single.
Bo Iandoli comes up. Torres at first. Bobo was hit by a pitch back in the 2nd inning. Swings at the first pitch here, could be 2. Grounder to second. DeLuca gets the out there. On to first, not in time. Iandoli too fast for the inning-ending 4-6-3 DP. His speed buys Malachi Lopez his 3rd plate appearance in 3 innings. First pitch chopped out to McLaughlin. He'll let it roll foul.
It's a smart play.
It's a tough angle there with Lopez running in the line of the throw. He's got good speed too. A very different game from yesterday already. The 0-1 is in the dirt. Last night at this time, Squatch had put 19 runs on the board. Nothing for the Bison. Also just the extra base hits. Aragon and Eli Wyatt both have RBI doubles, but besides that, it's base hits. And it's miscues by the Bison defense. Credit where it's due. They gave up 31 runs last night. There's a grounder up the middle. Evans gets there. Nice play as he steps on the second base bag to retire the side. But the Sasquatch take the lead once again. Come in trailing 3-2, score 4. They're on top 6-3 as the 4th inning is up next.
We're all going somewhere. Going higher, faster, farther. Going in new directions, to new places. At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. We're dedicated to advanced orthopedic care with the latest innovations, technology, expertise, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner. Learn more at monument.health/orthopedics.
I'm Noah Westergaard, and I'm studying photography at Black Hills State. Being able to use what I learned in class to apply to actual things and not just a project for a grade, to have an actual purpose behind some stuff, I think it's pretty rewarding. The opportunities are there. I know that I'll be able to do whatever comes my way.
Josh Carney's day done after 3 innings. As we expected, it's Sam Kwapnoski on the mound. Usually an outfielder. He throws pretty hard from the left side, though. First pitch is below the zone to Cade Steffen.
Yeah, and the times that we've seen him this year, he's looked good.
He's pitched in 2 games. In 2 innings, struck out 5 batters. Not too bad. A 1-1 as that's in on the hands of Steffen, who grounded out his first time up in the second. Carney finishes with 3 innings, 3 runs allowed, 5 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. That's hit off the inside part of the bat. 1-1 throw is in time from Hutchinson, 1 down.
He can rip an off speed too.
He can. Nice curveball. It's a rite of passage for a position player on the mound that they try to throw a knuckleball. Usually doesn't work too well. But you don't know if you don't try. Left on left matchup with Adam White. First pitch curveball is inside, 1-0.
You know, I played baseball. The guy in high school and through some amateur years, he could throw a knuckleball. And he was a legit pitcher. He was our ace. All through school.
We really haven't seen a knuckleballer in a long time.
What? The last, real one was R.A. Dickey.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been a couple that have come and gone, you know, with very, very limited success.
But R.A. Dickey won a Cy Young as a knuckleballer.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the only pitch he threw. He threw 1 pitch.
I actually watched him pitch at Yankee Stadium 3 times in 1 year.
That's cool.
Well, it wasn't cool because the Yankees couldn't hit him.
Was that the Cy Young year?
No, it was with the Blue Jays. I think 2015. It was
an end of the career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he wasn't bad at that point, but he's still R.A. Dickey's actually a fascinating story.
Yeah, because he was out of baseball, right?
It's in the dirt now, 3-2. So He was a top recruit out of high school. He got drafted in the first round, and they found out his elbow was completely cooked. Everything torn up. He was a hard-throwing fastball kind of guy. He had to completely reinvent himself. As that hits White on the backside in a full count, he'll take first base.
I remember seeing something on him where he just kept throwing it at the brick wall at a brick wall until it worked.
And he figured it out.
Yeah.
And he won a Cy Young at
what, 42 years old?
yeah, something like that, right around 40.
He was with the Mets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he got traded for Noah Syndergaard.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Who fizzled out earlier than people thought.
Yeah, that's the guy that we wanted more from.
Martin Restrepo fouls the first pitch away.
Syndergaard, a guy that, man, he had electric stuff, but couldn't stay on the field.
Yeah, just too many arm injuries. One and one.
We'll reuse an analogy from last night. It was either last night or the night before. Noah Syndergaard and Jacob deGrom walked so that Tarek Skubal and Jacob Mizorowski could run.
I like it. DeGrom is, I mean, Jacob DeGrom at his peak was unlike
literally anybody. Yeah.
He was too good to pitch.
Yeah.
That's fouled away, first base side out of play. His body just couldn't handle it.
No.
I mean, it was just perfection, though. Like the velocity, the location, the pitch mix, his mechanics. I think you could show, like that should be what's taught to little kids. Obviously, no one is going to pitch in the exact same way. There's a swing and a miss, strike three. Hat falls off for Quap as he blows the heater by Restrepo for the second out.
I don't know. So this is a poll. There's a kid that played for, oh man, a Sioux Falls Little League team, I want to say. And that Little League team made the Little League World Series exactly like Chris Sale. Same mechanics, just 12 years old.
Yeah, I remember that. I don't remember his name.
Gavin. My catcher in my later years of high school played with him.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Not on that Little League team.
1-2 now on Harrison Simpson, who's been a thorn in the Sasquatch side today. Double and a home run and 2 at-bats.
Played, was a little bit older of a travel ball team, maybe 14 or 15, I think.
Really is a small world.
Yeah. I mean, South Dakota baseball. It's
yeah, that's true.
It's not massive. Although there is good baseball in South Dakota. Don't look past it.
Don't let misconceptions turn you away.
Yeah.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the 4th inning. Sam Kwapnoski against Harrison Simpson. There's a fly ball into right field. Ian Doley is camped under it. Puts it away. That'll do it in the top of the 4th. Bison go down scoreless against Quap. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning.
Your home for the newest games is at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. When you're looking for the latest and greatest games, the Lodge is the place for you as we are constantly updating our gaming floor with new and exciting games. There's always something fresh and new at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. Your home for the newest games.
I learned about the Black Hills Underground campus where Black Hills has a partnership with Surf, an old gold mine that has been converted into a science lab almost a mile underground. We're studying neutrinos and looking for WIMPs or dark matter. Thinking about the most profound mysteries of the universe, you don't expect it to be a mile underground. It's super cool.
I think it's really cool going into Highmark because I am always greeted by people who know me.
That's what I like about it. It's like I walk up and they go, hey, how are you doing today? And they're just so friendly and nice.
Highmark has really helped our business.
With Highmark, they made it easy.
I know that I'm going to get the service that I deserve and that I'm looking for.
Highmark can handle anything you need.
Highmark Credit Union has made it happen.
We're proud to be members of Highmark Credit Union.
They make it happen.
And now batting for the Spearfish Sasquatch.
Ethan McLaughlin still out there for the bottom of the fourth inning. Up to 70 pitches, but they're going to let him ride to 100. Bison don't have a lot of arms available. Jed Hutchinson swings at the first pitch, nubs it out to third. Nielsen charges and puts him away for the first out. That'll help.
Yeah.
Now batting for the Spearfish Sasquatch, designated hitter number 17, Elijah Wyatt.
Here's Elijah Wyatt. Ribby double and an E6 that he reached on so far today. Here he takes a fastball on the outside corner, strike one. Now 0-2 as he goes to a slider in a similar spot. Oh-2. Roller out to second base. DeLuca has it. Two up, two down.
2 outs, 4 pitches.
Yeah, if you're trying to save a bullpen, you need more of that for Ethan McLaughlin. The Sasquatch have scored in each of their last 9 innings at the plate. With 2 outs and nobody on base, that streak is at danger of ending. Zach Perro smokes the first pitch into left field. That's down for a base hit. Over to cut it off is Restrepo. But it's a 2-out single for Zach Perro. He's been on base all 3 times today. Extends the inning.
Batting now for the Sasquatch left fielder, number 33, Jackson Martin.
Jackson Martin still looking for his first hit today. Strikeout and a ground out. That's hit in the air to center field. Simpson coming on, but it'll bounce in front of him. There's a base hit. Back-to-back 2-out singles. Have the Squatch threatening for a 2-out rally.
We have our catcher, number 16, Kendrick Aragon.
Kendrick Aragon comes up. He delivered the big blow in the 3rd inning. A 2 RBI double. He's 2 for 2 so far today. He checks his swing, but he did go there, so 0-1.
Did I just hear, "Here we go"?
You mean like Dak Prescott?
Yep. From down towards the Squatch dugout.
That's way over Aragon's head. Para to third, Martin to second on the wild pitch.
I don't know if it came from the dugout or the crowd. It was a little funny right after McLaughlin stepped off.
How many Cowboys fans do you think we have here in attendance?
You know, probably more than you think.
I feel like they're universal.
Yeah. It's kind of like Yankee fans. They're everywhere.
Yeah. You will see a Yankee logo literally anywhere on Earth.
Yeah. I don't know if you see a Cowboys logo anywhere on Earth, but
it's the same kind of brand. The Yankees just happen to have a logo which a lot of people think is just a New York symbol.
Baseball's also a little bit more universal than
football. On 1-1, Aragon takes a heater inside. Long hold for McLaughlin here. Now comes home with the 2-1. Foul ball. Count is even, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Zach Perro at third, Jackson Martin at second. Sasquatch already leading 6-3, looking for more. The 2-2. Reached out and hit in the air to center field. Simpson drifts to his left and makes the catch. And that will do it in the 4th inning. Ethan McLaughlin holds the Sasquatch scoreless for the first time today. We're on to the 5th. It's a 6-3 ball game.
Thinking knee replacement? With the area's only ROSA robot, Monument Health offers a more personalized and precise procedure, customized for your anatomy. Get going with Monument Health, your partner for advanced orthopedic care.
When you venture to Spearfish in the Black Hills of South Dakota, you'll find rugged hiking and biking trails, extreme rock climbs, and views that will take your breath away. Plan a Spearfish vacation and come find your adventure. Spearfish, my great place in South Dakota.
Quap's going to get a second inning here. Sasquatch leading 6-3 here in the top of the 5th. Quap worked scoreless 4th. He's got the meat of the Bison lineup, DeLuca, Evans, and Hagenson. First pitch, fastball lined, left center field, base hit. Houston goes over to cut it off. Gets it in quickly. Nice play out there to hold DeLuca with a single.
Time now for our beer. Number 18, Nate Evans. Nathan.
Up comes Nate Evans. Slammed a double into right center field off of Carney in the third. Ultimately came around to score. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it away.
Remember to take your foul balls to good sessions and to get a Squatch Bug. Brought to you by State Farm agent Jody Garcia.
Quap throws over. DeLuca back in time. I always like that move from the left-hander where you just step off the back of the rubber and get it over quick. Breaking ball hits the outside corner for strike 2.
I used it a time or two. I never had a strong enough arm to really have it be effective, but now the slow move, that was effective.
Yeah, you had a good one?
Yeah, that was effective.
He does it again. Closer play this time. DeLuca still dives back safely, though.
Also had plenty of balks called. Through the career.
Called, strike 3. Cheese at the knees. Puts away Evans for the first out.
It's beer batter, too.
Yeah.
Thanks, Quap.
Quap's the man of the people.
Had plenty of balks called on me.
Yeah, you went a little too far
in the
out.
years. Yeah, I like to flirt with the line. Some guys wouldn't call it, some guys would.
Cam Higginson takes the first pitch fastball outside, 1-0. I feel like that gets called less the higher up the ranks you go. In Little League ball, it's so strict when you can first start picking off, but at the major leagues, when's the last time you saw that called?
Never.
Literally never. I mean, Andy Pettit built a whole career off of being an elite pickoff guy. He probably balked every time by the textbook definition. Max Fried now with the Yankees does a lot of that. He's got a great move. 1-1. Breaking ball bounced to third. About 6 inches foul.
I'd like to see Quap bring it out. Let's give it a shot. A good old balk move.
Yeah, I wonder if he's got it in the bag.
He has to.
By the way he throws, he must have pitched at least a bit in high school.
Yeah, it's like, if you're a good baseball player in high school, you probably
pitched.
Yeah. It's like with Higginson at the plate. You know, if you're a good athlete, you can play every position.
1-2. Low and inside. It's especially true if you can already catch. The rest of it is going to be a whole lot easier. The trouble is that most of the time catchers aren't the quickest. That's a grounder to third. Let's see if they can turn 2. Lopez over to Hutchinson. The throw to first is offline. So fielder's choice. Higginson reaches as the inning stays alive.
Now batting for the Bison, number 5, Vinny Nielsen.
Vinny Nielsen walked both times he faced Josh Carney. He'll take his first crack at Sam Kwapnowski. He's walking up to the SpongeBob theme. First pitch. Curveball low, 1-0. Nielsen is second on the team in OPS. Only Higginson ahead of him as they check in on the aforementioned catcher, but he was back easily. Swing and a miss.
Now, I know Quap probably doesn't count as a qualified pitcher. You know, nowhere close to throwing, an inning, whatever. He might have the most pickoffs per inning on the team.
He's also probably shockingly close to the highest K rate on the team, too.
With a massive asterisk.
That he's pitched 3 2/3 innings, of course.
Yeah.
2-1. Just above the letters.
Probably about as big of an asterisk as has been carved into Barry Bonds' 756th home run ball.
What?
What?
He just ate a well-balanced breakfast. Higginson was back in time.
Can't believe you fall the man for enjoying a good fried egg and maybe some Wheaties in the morning.
3-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Justin, I've consulted the stats. Quap, I think it's gone down a little bit today. 55.6 strikeout rate, easily the best on the team. Also the highest whiff rate, over 30%. He's already struck out 2 batters today. That's high and outside for ball 4. Nielsen works a 2-out walk. 3rd time he's walked today. That'll bring up John Perry. His 9 RBIs are first on the team. Comes to the plate with 2 runners on. Higginson at scoring position. There's a swing and a miss. That'll bump up the whiff rate, 0-1. Still nobody throwing in the Sasquatch bullpen. There's a swing and a miss. They throw behind the runner at second, and they got him. What a throw from Kendrick Aragon. Cam Higginson hung up out there. It's the 2nd time he's backpicked a base runner today and gets Quap out of trouble. We're halfway through tonight's game. The Sasquatch leads 6-3.
At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. With advanced orthopedic care, technology, innovations, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner.
Your home for the newest games is at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. When you're looking for the latest and greatest games, the Lodge is the place for you as we are constantly updating our gaming floor with new and exciting games. There's always something fresh and new at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. Your home for the newest games.
My name is Leighton Schnell, and I'm majoring in biology and getting a minor in chemistry on a pre-dental track. It's a great community. Everybody has your back. You will gain so many more opportunities than you even thought possible. Being a part of BH in a small community, you have more ties and connections with students and advisors. Being able to have those gives you a pathway to more opportunities.
Looking for the ultimate family getaway? Hart Ranch Camping Resort has you covered with endless activities and top-notch amenities where the destination is the vacation. Want to try before you buy? Experience Hart Ranch with our resort membership preview. Just $139.95 for 4 days and 3 nights of unforgettable RV camping. Love what you see? We have membership types available for the occasional camper to the every weekender. Call 605-737-5360 or visit hrresort.org to schedule your membership preview today.
We're all going somewhere. Going higher, faster, farther. Going in new directions, to new places. At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. We're dedicated to advanced orthopedic care, with the latest innovations, technology, expertise, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner. Learn more at monument.health/orthopedics.
Garrett Houston will lead off here in the bottom of the 5th. Takes the first pitch, breaking ball in the zone, strike 1. Looked like Ethan McLaughlin was running up on some pitch count troubles in the 4th, but only threw 11 pitches to get out of that inning. Now at 82 in the 5th inning. Really not in bad shape.
Yeah, considering the history here at Black Hills Energy Stadium, six runs through 4 innings.
With also 3 errors by the Bison defense. He certainly hasn't been helped out there.
1 was his own, but that doesn't count.
That's reached out and hit in the air to right center field. That's down for a base hit. Garrett Houston with the defensive hack earns himself a base hit. 2nd time today. He's got some speed. He's a threat to run.
Do you think a single infielder is going to be... Oh.
Yeah, we've got a
Never
pinch hitter.
mind.
So no more Dom Torres. It's Wilson Kiefer. Would imagine that Kiefer will go to 3rd. Malachi Lopez will slide over to shortstop. Dom Torres' day is done. Went 0 for 1. Throw behind Houston at first, but he's back. Although, actually, I don't know how you score that Dom Torres bunt because it's a safety squeeze. The intent is a sacrifice. He reaches because they go to home, so I don't think that counts as a hit. Kiefer, it's woken up, takes that one inside, 1-0. That's quite an entrance to a game.
Get you awake.
Hitting .337 on the season, .469 on base. Again, checking over on Houston. A lot of pickoffs in the last inning and a half.
Yeah, they're picking on me up here.
They're testing out how quick you can press the 8 key on your keyboard. That one is even closer to Kiefer. Doesn't hit him, but it hits Higginson's glove. Goes to the backstop. Houston advances to 2nd base.
It's harder than it sounds.
Because you have to be timely with it.
Yeah.
You can't just press the 8 key willy-nilly. 2-0 for McLaughlin. Inside again. That was a breaking ball, which almost snapped back to the corner. That's some good sequencing right there. Three balls and no strikes to Kiefer. In the game off the bench for Dom Torres. There's strike 1. He thought he had a walk. He'll have to walk back into the right-handed batter's box. That's hits him. 3 fastballs inside. Kiefer's saying it hit me on the hand. He shows him the mark. I don't know if I've seen that one before. Wilson Kiefer says, hey, I got hit on the hand. Home plate umpire didn't agree, but Wilson Kiefer takes off his batting glove and shows him, look, I got hit flush. So he convinces his way to first base. You seen that before?
I don't think I've seen that before. I mean, that's a tough call to make as an umpire, and a lot of times you'll get some contests from the team that doesn't get the call that they think. That's funny. He just took off his batting.
So now first and second, nobody out for Bobo Iandoli, who takes strike 1. He got hit by a pitch in the second. He didn't need to do any convincing on that one.
That's old school instant replay.
Look at the mark on the dirt.
Yeah, yeah.
You never know what you'll see at the ballpark.
I've had a coach thrown out due to pointing out where the ball landed on the foul side of or on the fair side of the line rather, instead of the foul side.
So do you take offense to that?
As an umpire?
Yeah. Personally, I know overall that's a yes.
Yeah, personally, no. You've got to, as an umpire, you've got to be, you know, we'll use the third person here. There's got to be Justin the umpire and Justin the person. And those two people have to be different people.
Gotta have thick skin. Another nice crowd here today at Black Hills Energy Stadium on a Saturday night.
The only time that I'll ever take offense to something is if it remains after the game.
Because then it's more personal.
Yeah.
Two one. That gets by Hagenson. Doesn't go far away, but it does trickle out of his reach enough for Houston to take third, Kiefer to take second. A 3-1 count on Iandoli. Two runners in scoring position as the Bison infield will move in. Got to step onto the grass across the board. Bison outfield is playing Iandoli to pull. Restrepo in left field is shaded pretty heavily to left center. Same thing goes for Simpson. He's pretty far to straight up center field. The 3-1 is inside ball four. Bobo Iandoli works a walk to load the bases with nobody out. There is action in the Bison bullpen. Ethan McLaughlin is coming up on the end of the line as Trey Martin is out to have a talk. We'll see if this is it.
That's courtesy of the Lodge at Deadwood. And all it takes is for you to sign your name. Visit the guest
It's Mason
services
Bevan
sign up before the end of this inning.
up in the pen. Out of today's lineup after being in yesterday. This is a long talk between Martin and McLaughlin. Regardless, he won't face many more batters, but he does get the at-bat against Malachi Lopez. A leadoff single on a blooper to right, followed by a hit by pitch and a walk, has gotten him into this situation. Lopez is hitless in 3 plate appearances today. Chance to blow this game wide open in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch from McLaughlin. It's the outer black, 0-1. That's cranked into left for a base hit. Houston scores. They're going to try it with Kiefer. It's fumbled out there by Restrepo, so he scores easily. It's a 2 RBI single for Malachi Lopez. Sasquatch tack on a couple insurance runs. It's 8-3.
It's another instance of Malachi Lopez finding a barrel.
Now batting for the Sasquatch, second baseman.
We saw him line balls there in BP on repeat. Such a compact swing, pulls the ball with some authority. Squatch still threatening for more. Iandoli at second, Lopez at first with nobody out as Jet Hutchinson steps up to the plate. Takes the first pitch in the dirt. Iandoli thought about trying to push it to third, but Hagenson jumped on the breaking ball in the dirt quick. Same shift in the outfield for the Bison. Now 2-0.
This at bat goes 2 more pitches. McLaughlin is done.
I think regardless, it's probably the last batter. Hutchinson looking for his first hit today. 4th time he's seeing McLaughlin. He's 0 for 3. And here he's ahead 3-0. Elijah Wyatt is on deck. The 3-0 finds the zone. Three and one. Hutchinson takes strike 2. Fastball at the knees. From 3-0 to 3-2, McLaughlin has worked his way back as he's up over the century mark. 101 pitches. This will be the last batter he faces no matter what. The payoff is low for ball 4. Jet Hutchinson works a 6-pitch walk. Reloads the bases. Now, officially, Ethan McLaughlin should be taken out of this game. He's up over 100 pitches. That's what the ILD rulebook states. Now, the Bison aren't eligible for the playoffs. The Sasquatch have already clinched, and they're winning 8-3, so I don't think they're going to put up much of a fight here against this. As Elijah Wyatt takes the first pitch for a ball, 1-0. We're just 1 inning early for the bases loaded situations, huh?
Yeah. It's so difficult to hit a grand slam in a specific inning.
It's pretty hard to hit a grand slam in usual.
What do we have, 1? Just Cruz?
Yep.
Back in Casper on like the 4th game of the year.
At the beginning of the year, we were like, oh, there's totally going to be a grand slam this year. Quap almost had one in the 6th.
There were a couple of times where we got real close.
Yeah. 2-0 to Wyatt. Hit a mile high on the infield. Evans calls for it. Infield fly in effect, 1 down.
I'm thinking they're probably letting him finish the inning.
I think so. And I think the Sasquatch understand. They just don't have enough pitchers.
Yeah. You got to get innings from wherever you can.
Zach Perro has been hit by a pitch, walked, and singled in 3 plate appearances today. Swings at the first one, lines it into left center. Simpson coming on. Him and Restrepo both dives, and it splits the gap. 1 run scores. Here comes a second. No throw made from the cutoff man Evans. It's a 2 RBI double from Zach Perro. Continuing to drive in runs. Already 4 across for the Squatch in the 6th. It's 10-3. And that will be all for Ethan McLaughlin.
Conveniently located in the beautiful Black Hills, the Holly and Spearfish Convention Center is in the perfect location with all of your necessities and local attractions nearby.
That was a funky looking play. 2 outfielders dive for the ball and it splits the difference.
Yeah. You know, they both gave it their best effort. Just couldn't come away with it.
We'll step aside. We'll let Mason Bevan make his warm-up tosses. We'll be back in a few.
I'm Noah Westergaard, and I'm studying photography at Black Hills State. Being able to use what I learned in class to apply to actual things and not just a project for a grade, to have an actual purpose behind some stuff, I think it's pretty rewarding. The opportunities are there. I know that I'll be able to do whatever comes my way.
Mason Bevan comes in for Ethan McLaughlin, making his 4th appearance of the year at 15 ERA. Comes in a tough spot. Runners on 2nd and 3rd, 1 out in the inning. Jackson Martin up to the plate. Bison infield playing in. Can ill afford to give up any more runs here today. First pitch fouled away. Bevan took the mound in the last series between the Squatch and the Bison on July 8th. Started, allowed 6 runs over an inning and 2/3. The 0-1, breaking ball way up there. Hagenson gets to it. That bounces in front of the plate. 2-1 on Martin. 2 of the easiest takes he'll ever have. Bevan from Stoneboro, Pennsylvania. Transferred from Kentucky Christian to Penn State Shenango. Finds himself behind 3-1 against Jackson Martin. Kendrick Aragon is on deck. The 3-1 pitch. Cut on and fouled away. Rolls to the backstop.
Fans, it's another high mark payoff pitch.
As the count runs full. Ten runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Squatch. 3 runs, 6 hits, 3 errors for the Bison. On 3-2. That bounces in front of home plate and goes under the legs of Hagenson. He can't find it. Hutchinson will score. Perro advances to 3rd base. It's a walk and a wild pitch, which puts the 11th run on the board for Spearfish.
Now batting for the Sasquatch,
The 5th here in the 5th inning.
catcher, Kendrick Aragon. Here we go.
Kendrick Aragon is the 9th batter to come to the plate in this inning. Runners on the corners with 1 down. Aragon 2 for 3 today. That might be more. Smokes it down the left field line. It's 1 hop up against the wall. 1 run scores. Martin digs for 3rd. The throw there, not in time. Swim move tag. It's an RBI double for Kendrick Aragon. And the Sasquatch have hung 6 runs on the board here in the bottom of the 5th as they lead 12-3.
Now Now batting for the Sasquatch,
It's a
number
couple of
13,
nice rips down the left field line for Kendrick
Houston.
Aragon today.
Showing off some pop.
Yeah,
He
turn
had
and burn.
he had a crazy power surge at the end of June, and then that tapered off. But he's starting to pick it back up. 2 extra base hits here today. It brings Garrett Houston up for the second time in this inning. He takes the first pitch low. Martin is going to dash for home and make it. Hagenson had trouble finding it. Now a 10-run ball game. Squatch lead 13-3. Kendrick Aragon up to third. The Bison put up a fight in game 1, losing 10-9. As that's hit to right field towards the line, White makes the catch. Tagging from third is Aragon. He will make it without a throw. It's a sac fly for Garrett Houston. It's the 8th run of the inning for Sasquatch as they lead 14-3.
We're across that threshold.
Number 15, Wilson
The Bison go scoreless. We'll be done here pretty soon.
It was a 1-run game in game 1 of this series, but every other contest has been a mercy. Nothing like last night where the Squatch won 31-0. Wilson Kiefer takes a curveball high. That's the kind of the game that cooks the books on run differential for a couple weeks. Elevates some stats for sure. Now 1-1 on Kiefer.
It's almost a game that you have to throw out when taking into account, the offensive stats.
Another slow curve from Bevan, misses below the zone.
If you're looking at offensive trends, definitely.
It's hard to factor that in because, everyone had multiple hits. Everyone drove in at least 1 run. It's actually 2 games in a row that the Squatch have had every single hitter in their lineup record at least 1 hit. It was truly a football game score.
It really was, and it's one that if you do count it, when looking at offensive trends, next week you could go, their scoring is down 95%.
That's hit into left field for a base hit. First hit for Kiefer today. He pinch hit earlier in this 5th inning. He's gotten 2 plate appearances, and he's reached twice. Here comes Bobo Iandoli, who, Justin, he doesn't have a hit yet.
It's been in the back of my mind all night long.
I picked Malachi Lopez, who hit a 2-run single earlier in this 5th, so I'm on the board.
I think if he doesn't walk here, he'll get a hit.
I think so too.
Pretty confident.
But if he doesn't get a hit here, he might not get another at-bat. That would tie us up.
That would.
Yeah, 1. Big curveball. Comes in about even with Iandoli's helmet. It's 1-1. Now 2 balls and a strike to Bobo. Sasquatch also have a day off tomorrow. They've played 7 games now in 6 days. 4 games in 3 days against the Zap. It's earlier in this week. So Monday to Saturday, Sunday off. And then they're back at it. It's another Monday to Saturday stretch. Then the regular season is over, Justin.
That's the season.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it. You could ask me and I'd tell you we're still in June.
It's hard to believe. So here comes the 3-1. He tried to get a hit for you, Justin, but he fouls it away. The count is full. Kiefer will be running with the pitch.
All I need is a strike here. Something in the zone.
3-2, Iandoli reaches out, punches it to second base. Easy play for DeLuca, and he makes it. And that will retire the side. The Sasquatch hammer home 8 runs. They completely flip this game on its head. They're up 14-3 as we move to the 6th.
Your home for the newest games is at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. When you're looking for the latest and greatest games, the Lodge is the place for you as we are constantly updating our gaming floor with new and exciting games. There's always something fresh and new at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. Your home for the newest games.
I learned about the Black Hills Underground campus where Black Hills has a partnership with Surf, an old gold mine that has been converted into a science lab almost a mile underground. We're studying neutrinos and looking for WIMPs or dark matter, thinking about the most profound mysteries of the universe. You don't expect it to be a mile underground. It's super cool.
I think it's really cool going into Highmark because I am always greeted by people who know me.
That's what I like about it. It's like I walk up and they go, hey, how are you doing today? And they're just so friendly and nice.
Highmark has really helped our business.
With Highmark, they made it easy.
I know that I'm going to get the service that I deserve and that I'm looking for.
Highmark can handle anything you need.
Highmark Credit Union has made it happen.
We're proud to be members of Highmark Credit Union.
They make it happen.
Thinking knee replacement.
Baseball club is number 13, designated hitter John Perry.
Sam Kwapnowski's day is done after 2 innings. Evan Hesse will take the mound for the Squatch here in the 6th. This is his 9th appearance of the season. He's gone 9 innings. First pitch is a strike to John Perry. He's 1 for 2, a base hit and a ground out. Hesse pitched on Thursday. An outing he'd like to move past. In 2/3 of an inning, allowed 5 runs, 3 earned. 2 hits allowed. Didn't walk anyone, but 3 hit batsmen. There's a swing and a foul tip. Hesse ahead, a ball and 2 strikes. One, two. Yanked outside with the fastball. Out in Casper, the Zap and the Spuds are continuing their 4-game series. This is game 3 today. Casper's won the first 2. Currently in the top of the 6th, they lead Oahe 6-3. Now 3-2. Hesse versus Perry. Cade Steffen on deck. The Zap had been playing such great baseball, but Casper's been a place that they've traditionally struggled, and the Spuds are getting hot at the right time. It's now 6 wins in a row for them. The payoff is a call. Strike 3. front door breaking ball. Hesse fired up as he records the first down.
It's a good looking pitch after missing big a couple of times. Get back in the zone. Backwards K.
Next up is Cade Steffen. 0 for 2, 2 ground outs. That's way outside, 1-0. Sasquatch will get to see the Spuds next week. 4-game series, Monday to Thursday. There was a time where we had that circled on our calendar saying, oh, this is the series which will decide the ILB.
No longer.
Didn't turn out that way. Helps when you rip off a 10-game win streak in the middle of the year. It felt like after that series against the Spuds, where the Squatch lost 2 out of 3, got swept in a doubleheader, everything flipped from there. The 1-1 is over the head of Steffen. Now 2 balls and a strike. Sometimes you need to get punched in the mouth to turn things around. And they certainly did. A 10-game win streak, which was broken up by a 3-game skid against the Zap, but they've well recovered from that. 3 straight wins coming into today, looking like a 4th here. As that hits Steffen. Fastball inside. As let's look towards the upcoming games. This is the final game against the Bison, so 3 games against the Spuds coming up. The 20th, 21st, and 22nd. Casino night, followed by bobblehead night, and then Nerf night at the ballpark. If you want tickets, go ahead and scan that QR code right there to the right. Only 6 more home games after today, so if you want to come out to Black Hills Energy Stadium this summer, you don't have a lot of time left to get it done.
Gotta get those flex tickets used up.
That is 6 more home games. Because we've got the playoffs locked down. It'll be July 31st, August 1st, and then August 2nd. It's a best-of-3 series. The 1-0 is in the dirt. Now 2 balls and no strikes to Adam White.
Freeze! Everybody clap your hands. Come on, y'all. Check it out, y'all.
White was hit by a pitch his last time up. Hesse searching for the zone here a little bit, behind 3-0. Martin Restrepo is on deck. Throw over to first. Steffen dives back safely.
We've had more pickoffs tonight.
In like the last week.
Combined.
.3-0. That finds the inside corner. There's strike 2. From 3-0 to 3-2. Payoff pitch from Hesse. Fouled away. Up and over the screen into the parking lot. You ever had your car hit by a foul ball?
Not that I know of. After I bought my first car and, umping pretty much every night and, umping in the same towns pretty consistently, I figured out the places to park.
There's a fly ball into center field. Houston has it. 2 down.
For the Bison, it's number 23, Martin.
2 outs, a runner on first base for Martin Restrepo. He struck out both times he's come up today. 11 Ks on the season. He's susceptible to the swing and miss. Stefan leading off first. Essie's first pitch is a swing and a foul ball around home plate. I believe we have Grant Summers throwing in the Sasquatch bullpen.
Yeah.
There's a big cut and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes. There he is. Got a great arm. I'm sure it translates to the mound.
Whoever does bullpen catcher. Maybe not.
0-2. Up and over the head of Restrepo. Now a ball and 2 strikes. I think that's Austin Elke who's catching his bullpen.
Not a bullpen catcher, I would assume.
No, he also doesn't have any gear on.
We'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
1-2. Fouled back. Not every pitcher can be Joe Cook. Who would go out there and warm up pitchers between innings.
He'd warm up pitchers between innings after he pitched himself.
Yeah, in the same game.
Yeah.
Hit grounders to guys before the game. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Hesse goes to the high heat and retires the side. Bison go down scoreless in the top of the 6th. It's 14-3. You're watching the Squatch on Spearfish Sasquatch Live.
Placement? With the area's only ROSA robot, Monument Health offers a more personalized and precise procedure, customized for your anatomy. Get going with Monument Health, your partner for advanced orthopedic care.
When you venture to spearfish in the Black Hills of South Dakota, you'll find rugged hiking and biking trails, extreme rock climbs, and views that will take your breath away. Plan a spearfish vacation and come find your adventure. Spearfish, my great place in South Dakota.
Malachi Lopez will lead off in the bottom of the 6th inning in front of an announced crowd tonight of 632. The 7th to last home game at Black Hills Energy Stadium here in the regular season. Bevan's first pitch is taken below the zone 1-0. But, Justin, some good news. ILB Finals tickets for games on July 31st, August 1st, and August 2nd will go live tomorrow at 8 a.m. on the Spearfish Sasquatch website.
So get your tickets.
Get your tickets.
It's going to be packed.
Tomorrow at 8 Mountain Time.
It is going to be packed.
632 attendance tonight. You're probably going to see more for those games. Don't waste any time. Now, 2 balls and a strike on Lopez, who's 1 for 3 today. Hit a 2 RBI single. It's part of the 8-run 5th. It's about a 58-mile-an-hour curveball, which drops in for strike 2. There's no radar gun. That's just a guesstimate.
It's pretty close.
I feel like that's about on the money. 2-2. Another slow curve. Lopez skies it into left center field. Restrepo ranges over, makes the play. One out, nobody on for Chet Hutchinson.
Got a good friend of yours in the on-deck circle.
There's a hot shot through into right field for a base hit. Hutchinson is aboard with 1 down. And that brings up a pinch hitter. It's Mac Hibben. We saw him start a game at first base, and he looked pretty comfortable in there. He'll be pinch hitting for Elijah Wyatt. He's been filthy on the mound this year. Through 3 innings last night, making a 2-way bid. Takes the first pitch low and outside, 1-0.
He also has got some power in that bat.
He does, yeah. Hit a ball 415 feet in batting practice in Casper. That's what bought him an opportunity to crack the starting lineup. Amongst pitchers, he's probably atop the list of hitters. It's Mac Hibben, and then Carter Beatty's probably second. 2-0 curve. He hits it into left field down the line. Restrepo going over, but that bounds in for a base hit. Hibben is going to be able to get to second base. They had the pull shift on in the outfield. Restrepo didn't have a shot at getting to that one. It's a 1-out double for a pitcher who can rake. Here's Zach Perro. 2 for 2. Hit a 2-run double in the 5th. Also has a single, a hit by pitch, and a walk today. First pitch he sees from Bevan is in there, strike 1. $14 runs on the board for the Sasquatch in the 6th. They're not even halfway to last night's total. That's not getting topped anytime soon.
That might stand for many years.
I think so.
At 31 runs is absurd.
Once you get into the mid-20s, it's
26 runs, which was the previous record, is already pretty high.
You don't see that once a year, we'll say that. 1-1 is in the dirt. Whereas a 20-run game, not every team does it every year, but you will see a 20-run game at some point in a baseball season. Not 30.
To beat the old record by 5?
It's uncharted territory. As brewing story here, Justin, it's the bottom of the 6th inning. Zach Perro's ahead, 3 balls and a strike. There are already runners on second and third. If he can work a walk, and the bases would be juiced. And there it is. Up high for ball 4. Zach Perro draws the walk. And Jackson Martin has a chance in his second game in Spearfish to become a local legend. Lucas Torelli has hit the only $10,000 bottom of the 6th inning grand slam in Sasquatch history. Martin takes the first pitch in the dirt, 1-0.
Torelli hit one, and he got a nickname off of it.
10K Torelli.
10K Torelli.
1-0. Curveball outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Should Jackson Martin do it,
10K
maybe
J?
he'd be Jackson Money Martin.
Ooh.
Two-0. Outside corner, 2 balls and a strike.
You want to know who's probably the most nervous man in the stadium right now?
Who?
Kendrick Aragon.
That's again on the outer black. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Martin. He does have home run power. He smoked a ball to the wall and right the other day. In a 2-2 count, he takes one off the foot for ball 4. Excuse me, a hit by pitch. Works the same as ball 4. That'll bring home a run. The 15th of the day for the Sasquatch as they lead by 12.
And we have another chance with number 16.
And here's Kendrick Aragon. He's been swinging a hot bat today. He has 2 doubles and a single. Also 3 home runs on the year. None of those have come at home. Looking for a first. There's strike 1.
Did you forget us? Did I forget you? Yeah, we don't do the I'm sorry. Ultra. Yeah. Sorry about that. Thank you.
The 0-1 is popped up. That lands near the press box. Aragon is quickly behind 0-2. Garrett Houston is on deck. He did hit a home run yesterday. 0-2. Looping curve. Aragon fouls it off of himself to stay alive. There have been plenty of opportunities this season for the magical Grand Slam. Could this be the moment? On 0-2, Aragon hits one out of play down the third baseline.
If he can just get that slow curve timed a hair better. He's just a touch early.
It's almost like a slow pitch softball pitch.
Yeah, you gotta take that level bat path and just angle it up just a little bit.
Another 0-2 home. Fastball misses low. Fastball looks a whole lot faster after the slow curve.
Yeah, 78 looks like 100 after 54.
1-2 pitch. That's outside. Coach Demas wants it over at third. Aragon, who his parents lovingly refer to as Turtle, looking to shell one into the left field seats. He cranks that one, but foul. Do you like the wordplay?
Yeah. Yeah. Makes me think a little bit about pasta. And
pasta shells?
Yeah, I might just be hungry.
Fair enough. Another 2-2 pitch. That's taken low. Count is full. Martin Restrepo in left field is standing pretty much on the warning track. And then over in right field, Adam White is very shallow. Simpson in center straight up. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He couldn't time up the slow curve. He's laughing as he goes back to the dugout for the second out.
I just heard a Bayou from the Squatch dugout. It's in the Louisiana curveball because it was Bayou.
And here's Garrett Houston. Hit a home run yesterday. Had a good day at the plate today, 2 for 3. First pitch curve is outside, 1-0.
Demas just said, take a hack, let's go.
Look, he wants to see it too. Now 2 balls and no strikes. All 632 people here are rooting for one thing. Can Houston provide it? He gets hit around the head and neck area. It brings another run home. Now 16-3. But the bases stay loaded for Wilson Kiefer.
You know what I selfishly almost want more than a bottom of 6th grand slam?
A Bobo Iandoli hit.
Which we're not going to get from Bobo.
But Mev.
But Mev's my man. He's in the lineup in the same spot.
First pitch bounds in the grass, goes up over the head of Hagenson, but the Squatch want the grand slam. Zach Perro has become accustomed to how things are run around here when the bases are loaded in the bottom of the 6th. He stays put at 3rd.
You don't move.
Not in a 13-run game. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. I think Mason Bevan is a really hard pitcher to try and hit a home run against.
Yeah, it's slower than hitting speed generally.
1-1. Bounces in the dirt. Now 2 balls and a strike to Kiefer. This is his 2nd season in a Sasquatch uniform. Has not hit a home run. Would be a great time for number 1. Instead, he takes a pitch in the dirt. 3 balls and a strike. The 3-1 pitch from Bevan. It's popped foul, out of play.
Unfortunately, that's the wrong fence we wanted to go over. It's always my favorite dig at teammates throughout my later career. We hit it straight in this league.
And that bounces in the dirt for ball 4. Wilson Kiefer works a bases loaded walk. Aiden Meverden will come to the plate with the bases loaded and 2 out. Pinch hitting for Bobo Iandoli here.
Bases loaded. Bottom of the 6th inning. From hometown, Spearfish Spartan.
It'd be poetic for the Spearfish kid to do the job. He doesn't have a home run this season, but he's got a chance. Martin at 3rd, Houston at 2nd, Kiefer at first base. The first pitch is a curveball which drops in for strike 1.
I like the bat.
Yeah, it must be a new one.
Yeah.
0-1. Upstairs, count evens. On the 1-1, Meverden takes strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded here in the bottom of the 6th inning. With 10K on the line, Meverden takes low. He's the 9th hitter to come to the plate in this inning. Malachi Lopez is on deck. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Bevan gets out of it. 3 runs cross home, but the big blow doesn't come. We move to the 7th inning at Black Hills Energy Stadium. Sasquatch need 3 outs to nail down a win. They're up 17-3.
At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. With advanced orthopedic care, technology, innovations, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner.
Your home for the newest games is at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. When you're looking for the latest and greatest games, the Lodge is the place for you as we are constantly updating our gaming floor with new and exciting games. There's always something fresh and new at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. Your home for the newest games.
My name is Leighton Schnell, and I'm majoring in biology and getting a minor in chemistry on a pre-dental track. It's a great community. Everybody has your back. You will gain so many more opportunities than you even thought possible. Being a part of BH in a small community, you have more ties and connections with students and advisors. Being able to have those gives you a pathway to more opportunities.
Looking for the ultimate family getaway? Hart Ranch Camping Resort has you covered with endless activities and top-notch amenities where the destination is the vacation. Want to try before you buy? Experience Hart Ranch with our resort membership preview. Just $139.95 for 4 days and 3 nights of unforgettable RV camping. Love what you see? We have membership types available for the occasional camper to the every weekender. Call 605-737-5360 or visit hrresort.org to schedule your membership preview today.
Evan Hesse will try to nail down the final 3 outs. Sasquatch leading by 14 runs here in the top of the 7th. Looking for their 5th run rule win against the Bison in 6 contests. They've won the first 5. Looking like number 6 is on the way. With that, they would go a perfect 16-0 against the Aviators and Bison this year. First pitch to Harrison Simpson is 1 hop out to Lopez at short. Scoop at first, 1 down.
It's about as good as it gets. We're 2 hours and 40 minutes into this one, just a little bit longer than last night. The official game time last night was 2 hours and 34 minutes.
See, now we're 2:37 because first pitch was at 6:06.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. 31 runs. As DeLuca takes strike 1. He's 1 for 3 today. RBI ground out in the first, a strikeout in the third, a base hit in the 5th. 3 runs, 6 hits, 3 errors for the Bison. Now 1-1. 17 runs, 13 hits, no errors for the Sasquatch.
That quick game time is due to the Sasquatch pitching.
Gio Casas, Mac Hibben, Dominic Torres, Malachi Lopez combined for a 2-hit shutout.
Yeah. It's not exactly the full list of names that I expected for a 2-hit shutout.
That's hit out of play down the right field line. Yeah, I didn't have it on my bingo card when we got to the ballpark yesterday.
No, Gio and Mac, yeah. I could see them.
Those 2.
But Dom looked great.
Malachi Lopez, I think, looked even better. Struck out the side. 2-2. Breaking ball misses low. He told me after the game, for most of his life he was a pitcher. He just felt like he could make it further as a position player. Expect him to pitch at least here in the next week. He could be an option come playoff time if he's needed. The payoff is just out of the zone for ball 4. DeLuca works a walk.
Now batting for the Bison Baseball Club, number 18, shortstop, Nate Evans.
And here's Nate Evans. Tonight's beer batter struck out in the 5th. If the fans here are happy. First pitch swinging, taps it foul. It's World Cup night here. World Cup final tomorrow. Spain versus Argentina. Who do you got?
Probably Spain.
I agree.
Argentina's snuck out of too many games.
Spain has dominated. I mean, they completely rolled the defending champion in France a couple days ago. Kind of hard for us to watch because we're here. Throw over. DeLuca back in time.
Yeah, I haven't gotten very much of the World Cup in.
Me neither.
Now, I can't say, being from small town South Dakota, I grew up a massive soccer fan.
Now 2 balls and a strike on Evans.
I had the misfortune of having to call a couple of soccer games throughout my college career. I was lost.
Yeah, it's tough. I've been in your shoes before. Not much context to add outside of the game. Kind of just watching what's happening on the field. Could you imagine if you had to fill time like you do in baseball in a soccer game? 2-2. Upstairs. Fortunately, we've seen a couple baseball games before, so.
Just a few.
1 or 6,000.
Yeah, some.
I'm just
more than one,
Yeah.
Yeah, more than one.
Here's the payoff. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And Hesse is 1 out away from shutting the door here on the Bison. Now, do you need to throw 3 innings to get a save in this kind of situation, or does he get a save here for throwing the final 2? I don't know what the rule is there.
Yeah, I don't know.
He might get a save.
In a traditional 9-inning game, if you throw the final 3 innings of the game and your team wins,
then
you get a save. And instead of, if it's 3 runs or less, it doesn't matter what the length is if you just finish the game.
That's chopped out to second, could do it. Hutchinson fields and throws out Higginson. Ball game over. Sasquatch win it. They complete the season series sweep of the Bison. They dominate tonight 17-3, following up a 31-0 win last night. The day after clinching, no let-up shown in their game. It was an utterly dominant performance.
Yeah, it was. Got out to an early deficit. Josh Carney gave up a run in the top of the first, but no panic. Lost that lead again in the third, but again, still no panic. Every time the Bison scored, the Squatch then came back to either match or exceed that total in the bottom half of the inning. That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Squatch will have an off day tomorrow, but they return to the Diamond here at Black Hills Energy Stadium on Monday. They'll take on the Casper Spuds. We'll step aside here. We'll have the Spearfish Sasquatch post-game show after the break.
We're all going somewhere. Going higher, faster, farther. Going in new directions, to new places. At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. We're dedicated to advanced orthopedic care with the latest innovations, technology, expertise, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner. Learn more at monument.health/orthopedics.
I'm Noah Westergaard, and I'm studying photography at Black Hills State. Being able to use what I learned in class to apply to actual things and not just a project for a grade, to have an actual purpose behind some stuff, I think it's pretty rewarding. The opportunities are there. I know that I'll be able to do whatever comes my way.
Your home for the newest games is at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. When you're looking for the latest and greatest games, the Lodge is the place for you, as we are constantly updating our gaming floor with new and exciting games. There's always something fresh and new at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. Your home for the newest games.
I learned about the Black Hills Underground campus, where Black Hills has a partnership with Surf, an old gold mine that has been converted into a science lab almost a mile underground. We're studying neutrinos and looking for WIMPs or dark matter, thinking about the most profound mysteries of the universe. You don't expect it to be a mile underground. It's super cool.
I think it's really cool going into Highmark because I am always greeted by people who know me.
That's what I like about it. It's like I walk up and they go, hey, how are you doing today? And they're just so friendly and nice.
Highmark has really helped our business.
With Highmark, they made it easy.
I know that I'm going to get the service that I deserve and that I'm looking for.
Highmark can handle anything you need.
Highmark Credit Union has made it happen.
We're proud to be members of Highmark Credit Union.
They make it happen.
Thinking knee replacement? With the area's only ROSA robot, Monument Health offers a more personalized and precise procedure, customized for your anatomy. Get going with Monument Health, your partner for advanced orthopedic care.
When you venture to Spearfish in the Black Hills of South Dakota, you'll find rugged hiking and biking trails, extreme rock climbs, and views that will take your breath away. Plan a Spearfish vacation and come find your adventure. Spearfish, my great place in South Dakota.
At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. With advanced orthopedic care, technology, innovations, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner.
Welcome to the Spearfish Sasquatch post-game show. We're joined alongside tonight's player of the game, Kendrick Aragon. Kendrick, thanks for joining us.
Of course, thanks for having me.
Now, after last night's game, you guys clinch. You come back out tonight, no let-up, another dominant win. how have you guys been able to stay so consistent all year?
Just having a lot of fun, a lot of team chemistry. You know, we've had guys bounce in and out all year. So just a lot of team chemistry, getting out, going on hikes, getting to know the guys. And I think that really helps coming out here.
Now, you showed some good power today, ripping a couple balls down the left field line. What was feeling good for you at the plate today, which allowed you to get extra bases?
Just a lot more relaxed. You know, it helped playing with the lead, but trying to stay as relaxed as possible and just have some fun with it. I had parents in the stands, so I didn't want to do bad in front of them.
Now, you had the opportunity in the bottom of the sixth with the bases loaded. You worked a long at-bat. Take me through that AB.
That AB was rough. It was homer or bust. I was either going to hit a homer or strike out. A lot of long foul balls, foul ball off the ankle, and then swung through a high fastball, just trying to hit a homer as bad as possible.
Now, obviously, you guys have an off day tomorrow, and then it's 6 games left in the regular season. What are you focusing on personally as you try to get right for the playoffs and 6 games that maybe don't matter so much for the standings?
Personally, just making sure I'm healthy, making sure I'm squared away behind the dish, and then just trying to clean up my at-bats, not chase pitchers' pitches, and get mine and help the team however I can.
Kendrick, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to step aside here on the Spearfish Sasquatch postgame show, but we'll have Squatch head coach Phil Demas after the break.
Your home for the newest games is at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. When you're looking for the latest and greatest games, the Lodge is the place for you as we are constantly updating our gaming floor with new and exciting games. There's always something fresh and new at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. Your home for the newest games.
Welcome back here to the Spearfish Sasquatch postgame show. We're joined alongside Sasquatch head coach Phil Demas. And Coach, you guys with a big win on Fireworks last night to clinch last night. You run out a lineup which takes care of business once again. What does it say about these guys that they don't let up at all, even with the standing settled?
Honestly, just, the biggest thing is obviously since clinching, your goal now is rest and recovery, prepare for championship. Obviously, you don't want to drop any games, but at the same time, there's bigger things that are more important than these games right now. So just seeing, being able to still give guys rest and put out a lineup that still does a job, and not only a job, but run roll victories it shows grit. You know what I mean? It shows that these guys are here, just for the purpose of playing good baseball and wanting to win, not just for just the big game. You know what I mean? So it's good to have that, and obviously try to keep as much momentum and as consistency getting ready for the championship. So especially the guys that are playing in games like this, now that you've clinched, it's still trying to have quality at bats, not taking it lightly, and still staying consistent to everything so you don't get too loose, especially when the bigger game comes along, right? So just staying consistent if you are one of those guys that are playing in these games, and trying to sneak as many as we can.
Now, how do you manage getting guys ready for those big games while also giving them time to rest and recover in the last week, knowing the playoffs are around the corner?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. The biggest thing is, it's a day-by-day thing right now, seeing where people are at, seeing how they are mentally, seeing how they are physically with their bodies, especially since there's no point in, making guys that are banged up or stressed or sore. There's no reason putting those guys on the field. So it's a day-by-day situation, but then also now with these guys being able to get more rest with other players being in, to give a little bit of the load off. It's, individual work, working out the kinks, working with them solo before practice, before games, things like that, and just, getting them prepared not only for the championship game, but also for fall, right? So that's kind of the way you got to go about it now. And then I'll, bringing in a couple arms just to help us with the load this week, so those guys can just focus on intent bullpens and getting ready for championship. So.
Now, you've brought in a lot of new guys to this lineup, and in the last few games, they've been absolutely mashing. For a lot of these guys to be out of game action for a bit, come back in and start rolling within a week's time, what does that say about them?
And I'm going to add one thing to that is, calling them and calling these guys and saying, hey, I need some guys here, and then, making an effort to get out there within a day, or 2 days or what it is, and then coming out here, like you said, and mashing and doing the jobs that I need them to do. I think that just shows who they are, and I think also bringing in those guys to this group and Spearfish and stuff, it really shows you also, how much influence, the system that we have here at Spearfish creates, right? Those guys coming in and knowing what they're part of and, holding themselves to a standard early on, it shows you just the environment and the dynamic this team has in the fans and all of us here have of what our expectation is, and seeing those guys just fall into that super easy. I think it also shows you a bit of their character and who they are, and that they also want to be here just as much, even though they didn't play earlier in the summer or they didn't have the spring that they wanted to have. It shows that they want to be here and be a part of what we have going on here, and I think that it shows a lot about everybody.
Now, Quap pitches today. Looked very good. He's been very good on the mound, striking out a lot of guys. Are we going to see him again going forward?
I mean, you might. You never know. I mean, he's one of those guys, man, where if you need something done, he's like, I want to be it. I want to do it. I want to do it. Right? He's always the first guy that wants to do something. So even today, trying to give guys rest, he was like, can I pitch? Let me pitch. I got it. You know what I mean? So he's one of those guys that you can always depend on. And it just with him, he's a phenomenal athlete. So he's going to at least give you his best. So.
Well, Coach, thank you so much for joining us.
Anytime, guys.
We're going to step aside here on the Spearfish Sasquatch post-game show. We'll have our closing thoughts after the break. Welcome back here on the Spearfish Sasquatch post-game show. Justin, Squatch wins 17-3. They handle their business again. They've won 4 games in a row. What are your final thoughts here tonight?
I know I steal something from Coach Demas every night, but that's just because he's the head coach. He knows the state of his team better than anybody else. Consistency. That's the one word. You could have came out here and laid down today. You could have lost 9-0. It wouldn't have hurt. Nobody really would have cared. Which isn't true. The coaching staff cares. They want their guys to have good at-bats. But, standings don't really care. You could have came out and laid down. But they didn't. They're a team that scores 12 or so runs a game. They came out and beat that tonight. 17 runs. I think we get a little bit too used to it because we've seen it so many times. 17 runs is a lot. That's a lot of offensive production. They do that every single night. Consistency.
Squatch, with that win, improved to 33-9. They're just 2 wins off of last season's total of 35. Still got 6 games left to go here in the regular season, and a couple more at least in the postseason, which will be here in right around 2 weeks. Let's take a look ahead to those upcoming games. The Squatch will host the Spuds for a 4-game series. A lot on the line for Casper, not quite as much for the Squatch, but those should be some good games. Very well could be a preview of the ILB final. On the 20th, that's Monday, it'll be casino night. On Tuesday, it's bobblehead night, and then July 22nd, Wednesday, it is Nerf night. Some good promotions coming up. It'll be a good time at the ballpark. Squatch getting ready to shape up into form for the postseason run. One last reminder, folks. Tickets for the postseason go live tomorrow at 8 a.m. on the Spearfish Sasquatch website. You can scan that QR code, which was just on the screen, or you can go to spearfishsasquatch.com to get your tickets.
Yeah, come out to the ballpark. I said it earlier in the broadcast. Use up those flex tickets. They're not. You can't use them in the postseason. So you got 6 games to come out, watch some good ILB action. Those next 4 games with Casper, those are going to be good competitive games. These are teams that have fought well against each other all season long. The season series is pretty darn split. We might have a little bit of an advantage after that last sweep. It's good baseball.
Should be some good ones in store. We thank you all for joining us here this evening for Spearfish Sasquatch Live. That's Justin Hausman. I'm Nikita Lohman saying so long. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening.